Hey, just got a review of this new custom friction folder that I got. It's made by Ord Knives from Nottingham. Really nice knife, very nicely made. Just give you a quick close up and then I'll go into the specs. If you're wondering what the reflection is in the blade, it's a catalogue because I don't actually have a tripod, so I have to stand it on a book. Give you a look at the tang. Don't know how well that's focused. I'll focus in on that. There you go. Anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, friction folder, custom friction folder. Basically, I wanted a UK legal knife in kind of a traditional style. I'm a big fan of friction folders, so thought, why not get one of those made? I had a look around for something along the lines of a sword peasant, and I came across this maker. I believe it's called Oliver Davison. Don't hold me to that. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, the website is ordknives.com or .co.uk. Again, I'm not completely sure, but you'll find it if you type in Ord Knives. Some really quality pieces, actually. Let's go over some specs anyway. The wood is laburnum wood, which I think is really nice, and I hadn't actually heard of this, and obviously making knives myself, I might try this wood because it's actually really nice. I like the pivot as well. I'm not as progressed as this guy, obviously we're making knives, and I haven't quite got my head properly around folders, but I assume this is made by a central pin being made with this copper, don't know what you call it, bush or whatever, and then that's individually hit to mushroom and push the wood to the blade, and then this is pinned over the top to secure it. That's my thought anyway. That's very nice, and it does have, you have to take my word for it, it does have some kind of bushes in between the wood and the metal, so it's not going to wear. I love the tang. In fact, it's even more simple. Even more simple? Is that proper grammar? I don't know. It's it's a simpler design than a sword peasant, because instead of having a stop pin, no focus. Instead of having a stop pin, you just have the tang which rides up, so it's never going to go anywhere. Very comfortable in the hand with that nice elongated handle. I wanted to test edge retention, so I sharpened it up, and I made some feather sticks. Let me start getting it a bit more focused. Make some feather sticks with it. Did a whole, a good 1.5 foot of willow with it. When it came, it wasn't shaving sharp. It certainly wasn't razor sharp. It was perfectly usable, but I just touched it up on my stones and got a very nice edge to it. The steel is silver steel, which again I've not had very much experience with. I know a lot of people use the round bar stock and then forge it out, which this is, it's hand forged. If I get a super close up on the blade. There is some staining on the blade, but hello. But that doesn't bother me because I'm using it, so that's fine by me. Anything else to say? Apart from the fact that I love it. Price was 65 quid, which is not a problem for me. I mean, it's a very good price for something of this quality. Yeah, put it there for a second. See if I can just zoom in and just... Oh, that looks horrible. Yeah, I'm having to use my phone. I ain't got a proper camera because I'm poor. Yeah, again, just very pleased with it. I would definitely recommend you checking this guy out and getting yourself one, really. When it came, it was extremely stiff to open, but it's worn in perfectly now, and you know, no problems. One-handed opening very easily. Another thing, because this is UK legal, I can carry it without a good reason everywhere pretty much. There's this protruding tang here. Now, in an EDC kind of situation, it's very useful. Not only as the thing everyone's going to jump to straight away and say impact self-defense weapon, so you can just grab it and clonk someone on the head with it, fair enough, but I think also if you've got to break glass, it's going to be good for that. Any impact kind of task that's needed, it should perform quite well on. So yeah, that's custom friction folder for more wood knives. Hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, then you know, subscribe for more. I've got random stuff coming up. I'm terrible at this. Anyway, cheers guys, see you in the next one.